Mondays with Malta. We're all about the kids. We're all about the kids. We're all about the kids.
Welcome to Menor Gymnasium. And yes, this is Mondays with Malta and John O'Donnell too. We are live at Menor High School for the big basketball game, the Cornerstone Christian Academy Patriots versus the Menor Cardinals. John, wow, we've got a real good one in store for us tonight.
Well, Charlie, you got the defending Division IV state champs Cornerstone Christian looking to repeat this year, so it's going to be a very interesting game to go against this always talented Menor program.
It certainly is. Very excited to be here tonight. We had the opportunity, being that for 2 hours we usually have a high school on Mondays with Malta and at a restaurant. But tonight this opportunity came about, and for sure we are going to have a chance to first interview the coaches, and then we'll have a chance to do the game, which will tip off at 7:30. And it gives me great pleasure to introduce to our fans at home on 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, and WINTradio.com, Coach Bob Krasancic of our Menor Cardinals. Coach, welcome to Mondays with Malta. A little bit different scenario for you, but we're in your gymnasium. You got to like that.
I kind of like it. I mean, it's a strange night to play on, but tournament time, I feel really good.
Bob, 24th season, 250 wins. Where's time gone first?
Yeah, it goes fast, and you just enjoy it, and, you know, it's really, really special. And, hopefully, we talk about the state runs, being down there in 2010. We just got in the locker room talking about 2013, and, in 5 days we'll be ready to get on that road again, and hopefully it's a great run.
Coach, you're playing well. You're playing good at the right time of year. You just beat a really, really good Elyria team, and Manny Trubisky has really stepped up his game.
He is. People are keen on Jack Corsock because he had some huge games, was averaging over 22, and, we need the second scorer, the third scorer. We need to be well-rounded, and it's great to see. And he's been consistent, 4 really solid games in a row, shooting the basketball over 60% from threes in those 4 games. Tadas Tantarunas has given us some really good minutes. So I like our depth, and Xavier Cheek at 6'9" does a lot, in the paint defensively. It kind of goes unnoticed. But, I like where we're at right now.
Coach, we talked a little bit earlier this morning, and we talked about free throws. The one thing we didn't bring up, though, maybe the missing link, because I know he's listening tonight, is not having Bob Foley.
He was one of the best ever. And he was supposed to come up for the week, that, and then he got sick in Florida, but he was great on our staff. And what I told you earlier, we're not a good free throw shooting team, but the really tough part is our good free throw shooters aren't shooting what they should, and our bigs that haven't done well at the line to this point are getting a majority of the free throws.
Bob, you like to play 92 feet on the floor on defense, and you trap the player with the ball. Tonight you're going to have 2 guards, McQueen and Bothwell, 2 of the best in the area, maybe in the state of Ohio. Do you see that your team can get that done?
Well, we're going to know early, and if we could have them at 80, 70 feet, that's better than having them at 20 and 25 feet. So it all depends where they put them, if they're able to attack it. That's what we've got to see early, and we've got to do a great job of keeping them in traps and, making them get the basketball up. So, it's always one of those who wins the battle of philosophy and strengths, and, we'll know early. And they've played big D1 teams, Cleveland Heights, St. Ed's, right. Really, really well, Garfield. So we know it's going to be a war.
John?
And Coach, Charlie mentioned you had the big win over Elyria this past weekend, and you've got not at all to look past this game because it's going to be a very difficult team, but you've got another big conference game coming up in Medina. I think game after this one. So what are you trying to get out of this game besides a win in order to prepare you for your conference, because you're right up there on top of your conference, and then to vault you into the playoffs?
Well, when we lost to Solon and Joe's that weekend, it became a situation where seedings and league we couldn't lose. So we had, we beat Shaker, which was a tough game. Glenville was 16-4, beat them. Elyria was 16-3, beat them. So the mentality was we can't lose. Again, to put some fear in teams that are playing us in the tournament. And we definitely at this point like to get a share or win it outright if possible. So tonight's just in that category like the Glenville game. We've got to earn respect. We've got to play each game because, in a tournament you can't have an off night. So it's a great game to play in because it's not the league game. It's between Elyria and Medina. We'll see if we can play 32 minutes of tough basketball.
And I imagine in 22 years the philosophy has not changed from your perspective. The players just get plugged in. How do these guys compare to some of your teams in the past?
We watch a lot of previous years. Size-wise, we try to compare them to a little bit of a 2013. And it's comparable. We try to, compare scores defensively. But I think the biggest thing for this team right now is we talked about defense, creating and controlling our destiny. In the Glenville game, we gave up 9 points in the second half. In the Elyria game, we gave up 18. So you're talking 4 consecutive quarters of giving up 27 points to, two really good teams. So I think right now, what I really like the most is our mentality is we've got to play defense.
And you mentioned that Trubisky has stepped up the last 4 or 5 games. Is he at this point your number 2 go-to guy besides Korosek?
He is. I mean, he's shooting the basketball as well as anybody. He's 19 of 31 the last 4 games, and those are against really good teams. I think he's got a ton of confidence. It takes football players, I used to say, the end of January, beginning of February, and it kind of worked that way for Manning. But he's gained a ton of confidence. And what people don't realize is he's bringing the basketball up. He's guarding their best guard. So that's tough to do when you're, asked to score, shoot the ball really, really well, defend, and be a playmaker. So he's a very valuable, and Korsak could do all those things also. Like I said, if we could get a couple, great minutes from Xavier, Koski's playing really well now. So I like our chances of going in the tournament.
This is Charlie Malta alongside John O'Donnell. We're live at Menor Gymnasium, and we're getting an opportunity to spend a few minutes with Coach K. Coach, keys to the game?
Defensively, we can't give up great shots and we can't give up second shots. 2 categories we talked about in the Elyria and in the other games that we've won lately. We won the Battle of the Boards, and we've done a much better job at taking care of the basketball, which means we're getting more opportunities. So I'm going defense and turnovers.
And, Coach, your starters tonight?
Jack Korsak, Manny Trubisky, Tadas Tatarunas, Caden Kriz, Matt Koski.
Coach, we appreciate it. Way to kick off
always
this
a pleasure.
Game. It's always a good time to see you at your own gymnasium right here. Good luck tonight. This is Charlie Malta alongside John O'Donnell, and it's great to see a couple of our friends stopping up here in the booth. We are Integrity Radio, 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, and coast to coast and around the world on WINTradio.com. And I have a shout out to Lisa Stopp, who's listening. Lisa, get nice and healthy, and we're praying for you as she sits in a hospital bed. And very, very lots of hugs, and we're very, very happy that we had a chance to talk to you, and you're listening here tonight. John, who's the game brought to you by?
Charlie, tonight's game sponsored by Pepco. Jack Borky is the owner-operator, located at 33210 Lakeland Boulevard in Eastlake. Pepco is a wholesale distributor of electrical, data, telecommunications, utility, and high voltage. You can reach them at 946-3790 by Clements Construction. Mike Clements is the owner-operator, and this is the real Clements Construction, Clements Roofing, not to be confused with a similar name. Mike's been in the business for over 30 years and is on every job to solve your problem. By Matrix Tool and Machine, Rich Wilson is the owner-operator. They are proud sponsors of this show, as well as Menor High School Sports, Menor Middle School Lacrosse, and Lake Catholic Chinese Auction. You can reach Rich at 440-255-0300 by Dubrovnik's Croatian Home, located at 34900 Lakeshore Boulevard in Eastlake. Lake County's finest banquet facility holds from anywhere from 75 to 1,000 people. Delicious family-style dinners are available. Ask for the Wiener Schnitzel. By Menor Family Foods, owner-operator is P.J. Conway, located at 306 and Lakeshore in Menor. And they can be located at 440-946-3788 by Forenza Stone. Owner-operator Mike Fiminani at 216-780-4938. They are located at 36420 Biltmore Place in Willoughby, specializing in granite, marble, and engineered stone. Check out their website at www.forenzastone.com. And by the newest sponsor, Mike Germano, who is a candidate for Willoughby Municipal Court in this fall's election. Charlie?
Well, John, I'll tell you, the atmosphere is electric here as the crowd is filling the stadium. Cornerstone just about filled up. Twice as many seats on the other side of the gymnasium. But I see a overwhelming crowd here tonight, and quite a ball game we got in store for us here.
Well, it's interesting, Charlie. This Cornerstone program kind of came out of nowhere, at least in the minds of local area basketball viewers. They won the state championship, as probably everybody knows, at the Division IV level last year, and they are the favorite to repeat this year. So it'd be interesting to talk to Coach Sell to see just how he has built this program in such a quick pace.
Really interesting. Where we have 40 boys totally in the school of Cornerstone. I think they're all on the basketball team, and 960 boys at Menor. So very interesting. Cornerstone, obviously a private school, but they're getting most out of the boys that they do have there. And it's just going to be one whale of a basketball game. There's a great article in the News Herald today, and stating the fact that it's all about stature, and that's so true. Both squads just are going to be bringing it tonight, playing defense, shooting threes. And I think for a fan, we're going to be up here calling it. It's going to be so much fun to watch.
Well, and I'll tell you, this is an interesting game from the perspective of Cornerstone. You would think, or the normal fan who is only a casual fan, would look at this game and think that Cornerstone has no chance against Menor, but Cornerstone plays top-notch competition at the Division I level. It gets them ready for the tournaments. Their only losses this year, they are currently 15-4, and their only losses were to Cleveland Heights. They lost 83-80 back in Game 2 of this year, to St. Ed's, 88-73. They lost to a team out of Dayton, 61-58, who's a top-level team, as well as Garfield Heights, who's Division I, 66-60. They've beaten Bedford. They beat Gilmore University. So this is a team that takes on all comers and doesn't shy away from anything, and that's going to sit well for them when it comes to tournament time, when they try to repeat in Division IV once again this year.
We see Dan Sell, he's making his way up to our prestigious perch up here on the second level, and we thank Glenn Foley, who made it all possible. And I'll tell you, Glenn, great job, and fabulous spot you have us here at the Menor Gymnasium. We notice across the way, John, this is the time where teams that are going to play against each other come watch the other team play. And Bristol, who sits at 19-1 in Division IV, and there's a contingent from Bristol here tonight and going to watch Cornerstone play. That'll give them some tips on how to play them, obviously.
Well, it's going to be a fast pace up and down the court ball game, because that's the style that both these teams play. And we're going to get Coach Sell on any minute here from Cornerstone Christian, but after that we'll go through what Menor has done this year and the ups and downs that they've had. They seem to be rounding out come tournament time.
It certainly is, and here comes Coach Sell, and we're very excited to have him on, and it gives us great pleasure to introduce Coach Dan Sell. He's at his alumni, Menor High School, but he's a coach of Cornerstone Christian Academy, Division IV state champions. Welcome to WINT's Game in the Week.
Well, it's an honor to be here. Always fun to be back at Mentor, class of 1982, just a few years ago. But excited about a great night of basketball.
1982, you look like you could still play, Dan. You play a little bit?
You know, that someone asked me what's changed about Mentor. Well, they didn't have that three-point line when I played.
How about you, John? Did they have it when you played?
No, I'm a couple of years before Dan, so no, that didn't exist. But we had plenty of guys that would have liked to thrown it up.
I'm sure I would have got some playing time if they had that three-point line.
Oh, there you go, Dan. Dan, I love shaking your right hand because on that sits a ring that you're pretty proud of.
I am. You know what? It was a journey. Yeah, I think it's a little more fun when you don't expect to be there. But, you know, it all came together last year. The guys worked extremely hard, and I was really proud of the results they had last year.
Before we get to the basketball game, the one thing Lisa Stopp stressed to me is the school, the community. She said, Charlie, there's 400 kids. They're all going to be there. And it looks like they are.
Yeah, we have a great turnout tonight. Just a great community, great kids. I really had no idea what that state run for the girls team and the boys team would mean to all the student body last year. It was a great time of bonding for our school last year with the girls getting down to the Final Four and us making it down to winning states.
Michael Bothwell and McQueen, two of the best guards in the area. Tell us a little bit about them.
Well, they're pretty special. You know, Garfield Heights has a great backcourt, two Division I players, and I thought when we went over there and played them, I thought Brandon and Michael really represented the school well. They're both phenomenal players. They've been playing together since elementary school. They're special young men, and they're just great basketball players, and it's an honor to coach them, really.
You know, right away, when Michael came to Cornerstone, you got a winner because he hadn't lost a game up until maybe his ninth grade year. He was 53-0.
Yeah, Mike reminds me of that. I probably saddled him with more losses than he experienced in all his AAU career, certainly at Cornerstone the first few years. But you know what? I've been happy to see the guys, how they've developed over the years. And Michael's been a special player in middle school. Sometimes those middle school stars, you wonder what they're going to be in high school. But Michael's been all that and more.
You know, and nothing can make you prouder when the colleges come asking about these kids. You
know, it does make you proud. You know, Michael's had a lot of attention, so is Brandon. I think Trey's starting to get some looks now. It's really rewarding when the kids are able to use basketball as a vehicle to make it to the next level. We are Integrity Radio, 1330 on the AM dial, 101.5 on the FM dial, on WINTradio.com. Charlie Malta and John O'Donnell with Coach Sell from the Cornerstone Christian Academy.
Coach, this Cornerstone program kind of just burst onto the scene the last couple of years. So tell us where this came from and how you got it to where it is right now.
Well, this is our 11th year, Coach Waybrecht and I, down here in the white shirt. We've been together for 11 years, and 3 years ago, we won more games in the OSHA tournament when we made it to the regional semis than we had in the whole history of the program. Brian G., a Division I point guard, led the way for us there, and we got punched in the mouth by St. Thomas Aquinas down there at Canton Fieldhouse. But that was kind of the start of our program moving forward. I think we've gotten guys into the program that really embrace the work ethic as coaches. When you're not coaching, work ethic, it's fun. It's a lot of fun as a coach because the guys really motivate each other and get after it.
And you've, we were just going over your schedule, some of the teams you played. You take all comers. You've had Garfield, St. Ed's, you've had some Cleveland Heights, you've had some very top-notch programs. Why do you schedule like that?
Well, we've done that for a couple of years now, and to be very candid with you, I was a little nervous the first year we did it. When we played Garfield Heights at the Q, I'll never forget 3 years ago, I was thinking, how can I get out of here alive? I mean, they were putting it to us, and it was painful at first, but I think when you play against a higher level, last year, Garfield Heights blew us out of the building, okay? And this year, we were right with Garfield Heights towards the end of the game. So I think it takes time for your guys to get used to playing at that level, but I think it raises the whole program. And the other thing it does for me is our guys, they tend to be a little bit overconfident, our guys. And I think playing against a higher level of competition, it helps them listen to me. Otherwise, they're a little too full of themselves.
Well, and going into the tournament, I would imagine that you're going to face, there's a couple of other top-notch teams out there in Division IV, but you've got, facing that competition has got to do nothing but help you.
Well, there's some phenomenal teams in our region. You see Bristol's here watching the game. Warren JFK is a phenomenal team. Lutheran East is absolutely loaded this year. Coach Jones is doing a great job with them. McDonald's, Charlesburg, Melbourne. There's a number of good teams in our region. We look forward to getting after it.
Coach, besides meeting you today and knowing Lisa Stopp as well as I do, then you introduced me to Coach Waybrecht, So now I know 3. I actually reffed his games when he was 6 and 7 years old, and he was talking a little bit trash on how he used to shoot the 3 at that time.
Well, it's fun. It's fun to travel with Andy. He seems to have a story at every gym we get to about how he made a game-winning three-point shot or something. So, those stories tend to grow, I think.
Coach, what are we going to see offensively from you and then defensively?
Well, what you're going to see from Menor. You saw that JV game. They got 4 or 5 guys always on the floor who can shoot the ball. And we're a similar team. We're gonna press them. We might jump them a little less than we might normally jump the ball, but we play 94 feet of defense. We're gonna get up in their chest. Our 3 keys to the game is to minimize their lane penetration. We got to get a body on their guys off the offensive glass, and we cannot lose their shooters in transition. They do a phenomenal job of finding 3-point shooters in transition.
Well, Coach, we really appreciate you spending some time with us. Good luck tonight, and we'll catch up with you down the road again. I'd love to see you go back-to-back. Best of luck. Dan Sell, John O'Donnell, Charlie Malta, Glenn Foley, WINT Radio, Integrity Radio, 1330 on the AM dial, 101.5 on the FM dial. And I'll tell you, John, how exciting it is to be here.
Well, it's interesting. When I asked Coach Sell about the competition, I was going to tell him that I don't think you're going to face any better teams than you've played that they play this year in Cleveland Heights, Garfield, and tonight's Menor team at the Division IV level. But he shot off 5 or 6 teams in Division IV who are going to be competitors for this Division IV title. And I would imagine that last year they may have, to a certain degree, snuck under the radar and went on their way to this championship. But now, as you see Bristol here scouting, the target's on their back, so they're going to have to perform at probably a higher level than they did last year.
They certainly will, and we know they're athletic. I had a chance to talk with our good friend Jay Crone, who got to see the Edgewood game, and he said, Charlie, Edgewood is really tough, and they ended up beating them by 24. So I'm really excited about this game, seeing how they can handle that 2-1 press and how McQueen and Bothwell, who are 2 of the premier players in the state of Ohio, can handle Menor's defense.
And when we listened to Coach Krasancic a little bit earlier, he was talking about the big win over Elyria last Friday that put them in a position where they're tied on top of the standings with Medina and Elyria. And they've had kind of a strange season. They got off to a 6-0 start and then lost to Elyria, and stumbled a little bit, but then came back and one of the teams they beat was Medina. Lost one to Brunswick, which was kind of a surprise. That was a home game, and I think they were looking forward to the Massillon-Jackson game, who's one of the top teams in Division I, and had a real rough game against them. And then beginning of February, they lost back-to-back games, the 3rd and 4th, to Solon by 2 points, a heartbreaker, and then lost to VA-SJ the following night. But as Coach said, they beat Shaker last week. They beat Elyria. Now they got this tough game, and then Medina they're going to on Friday. So that's they got a tough stretch here. But with what he's saying about the emergence of Manning Trubisky, things seem to be pointing in the right direction for Menor come tournament time.
John, that's for certain is that schedule that they play. And, to me, I've seen a lot of basketball games this year, and the best team I've seen was Solon. Okay, they're fast, up and down the court, 3 or 4 passes, and it's either a three-pointer or a layup. Very few dribbles at all. You'll be very impressed if you get a chance to see them. And Solon beat Menor, and then they split this year. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, and when they beat Menor, Medina was undefeated. So, I mean, look at that league that they're in. Their league alone has prepared themselves for the tournament.
And you talk about Solon being one of the best teams you've seen. They're sitting at 7-5 in the conference and 14-6 overall. So part of what Menor's advantage is that they didn't need to go outside the league schedule to find top-notch games. It's all over their league. It's with Elyria, it's with Medina, it's with Brunswick, with Solon, and then they go out and they get Massillon-Jackson. They play VASJ and now Cornerstone. So Bob Bob Krasancic shies away from nobody, and that's what he does, and he gets his team ready for tournament time, which is only a week and a couple of days away. I believe they're opening up on the 1st against East Lake North here at Menor, and then they will play assuming they win that game, the winner's going to play Mayfield. So within the following Friday, so they're geared up, they're ready to go, and we'll see how they come out tonight.
And the rest of that boys Division I bracket at Euclid will have 7 seed South play Riverside, and that is at South. I'll be on the mic as the announcer for that game. Then it'll be Madison versus Chardon. That's 5 versus 8, John. Madison, a very good team this year.
And that's another Moran who's at
right?
Madison. He's been there for a few years now and has got that program in the right direction pretty quickly.
And then we got the 6 versus 10. That's Glenville versus Lakeside. In Glenville, you heard Coach K said they held them to 9 points in the second half. That's pretty incredible defense.
Well, and they don't. Menor's always known as this, pop a shot three-point shooting team, but they play great defense. They always have played great defense, and that's one of the triggers in the transition. You heard Coach Sell talk about that. They've got to avoid getting picked off by threes in the transition because they'll drive the ball and they'll kick it out, and they're notorious for hitting the threes. And
you talked about the bottom of that first-round bracket, and Menor could have accepted a bye. They didn't. Right. Okay, then we go up to the top where Solon did take the number 1 seed, and, well, they didn't take it. They were voted it in, and they played a winner of South and Riverside. Now, that'll be on the 4th, and at Solon. Then Cleveland Heights, a very good team, will play the winner of Madison Chardon. And the next game I want to talk about is the Brush. I know you haven't seen the chance of seeing, but I've seen them twice this year. Very good team, very well coached, and they like to play. They went into South undefeated in the conference, and South beat them.
Well, they're very good. They've always been a very good program, so that's a tough district over there. But what's interesting is Solon jumped on the line immediately, as did Menor, when they both could have sat and had a week off. But these guys don't, during the course of a season, from the end of November through tournament time, they're playing multiple times a week. So Coach K sees an advantage of getting a game and playing a game midweek and not sitting around doing nothing for a week.
Then it's round 3. The winner of the Solon South Riverside will play Cleveland Heights Madison Chardon at Euclid on the 8th. Then it'll be the Brush Glenville Lakeside winner versus the Mayfield Menor North winner on the 9th at Euclid, and the finals on the 11th at Euclid, 7 p.m. for the district finals, and that should be something else. Make sure you get to Euclid for those games. As we're winding down here, we're getting ready for the opening tip-off. John, let's start with the starters. You want to talk about Menor first?
Well, let's go with the visiting Patriots from Cornerstone Christian.
Before we do that, we're going to do the national anthem, and we're going to stand for it. And we'll get to the starters as soon as we're done with this national anthem. Very proud of our country, so we'll stand and put a hand on our hearts and hear it. The song play.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Menor High School for tonight's non-conference matchup between the Cornerstone Christian Academy Patriots and our own Menor Cardinals. In order to make tonight's contest as enjoyable as possible, please represent your school and community in a positive and respectful manner. That means follow the rules, speak and act responsibly, show courtesy and respect for your fellow fans, the officials and coaches, the administrators, and of course your team and opponents. Let's make tonight's contest great by remembering to respect the game. The officials assigned to this game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures adopted by the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tonight's officials are Ken McLean,
of our national anthem,
and Don Reese. We live in a great country. In order to respect and honor her and all who have served her, please rise and remove your hats and join us in the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome back to Menor Gymnasium. Charlie Malta alongside John O'Donnell. And we're about ready to give you our starting lineups. Here we go, John. First, the Cornerstone Christian Academy.
And for the visiting Patriots tonight, we got Trey Williams, a senior, 6 foot tall. Number 10, Brandon McQueen, 6'2". Number 10. Number 3, Michael Bothwell, a junior at 6'3". Number 4, Jeremy Owens, a junior at 6'1", and Adam Lambert is a junior at 6'2".
For the Cardinals?
The Cardinals, we've got senior Jack Korosak, 6'1", averaging 20.8 points a game. 6'3", senior Manning Trubisky at 8.9 a game. Number 14, Matt Koski, is a 6'5", junior, averaging about 8 points a game. Number 23, Tadas Tatarunas, 6'5", junior, and Caden Kriz, a 6'3", junior.
Lucky you got that last name in because they just turned the lights out.
This is we got NBA style introductions here, Charlie.
Wow, that's fantastic.
In front of a full house at the Menor High School Gymnasium.
That sure gives us the opportunity here to really even kick it up on another notch. This is incredible. Thanks that Glenn got us a light.
All right,
Thank
and
you, Glenn.
one of the things to watch for tonight, Charlie, from the Menor perspective is what Coach K indicated, that Manning Trubisky has been putting it in at about 20 a game for the last 4 or 5 games. I think he said he was 19 of 31 from 3 during that time frame, so he needs a number 2 punch for to complement Jack Korosak.
Yeah, Trubisky at 23 against Elyria in that 13-point win, and he's really pumping it up, and it's gonna be hard to stop. They got a lot of weapons, and we'll see if their defense, and they like to press the Patriots. We'll see if they can stop them.
Yeah.
Korsak's the man. 20.8, 52 3-pointers, 49 steals, and 77.3 from the line. You know, he's got Division I numbers, and hasn't picked a school yet, but you just never know.
Well, and it's one thing that'll be interesting to watch is a battle of boards, because Menor's got the size. Cornerstone brings 6'9" Adui off the bench, but for the most part, Menor's got the size across the board. But as we said, it's going to be an up and down game going 92 feet.
Can't wait, and as we get ready for the tip-off again for the Cardinals, it's Korsak, Trubisky, Koski, Tatarunas, and here we go. It's Brothwell and Tatarunas in the middle. The whistle sounded, and no, yes, it did get tipped. And Caden Kriz corralled it to number 11, Manny Trubisky out front, looking, dribble drive to Korsak. Korsak passes it to Chris. Chris way out front, looking to shoot a three. Instead passes it to Trubisky. Trubisky brings it back out, guarded really tightly by number 31. And it was Trubisky with a three-pointer. Down low, deep in the block is Tatarunas. Passes it to Korsak. Korsak to Trubisky. Trubisky going to take it to the lane. About 4 feet away, shoots it up and off the backboard. And we got a foul, and it's going to be on the Cornerstone Christian Patriots.
Jeremy Owens kind of undercut Tatarunas on that, got called for the foul. Good movement early by Menor, but really good defense by Cornerstone.
Okay, as Menor inbounds underneath their own basket, it'll be Trubisky. Trubisky, nice pass, but the bunny missed by the Menor Cardinals. And here comes Cornerstone, a deep three, and counted Brandon McQueen from about 23 feet. And here comes Trubisky over the timeline. As Menor is in a steep spread, all 5 guys out at the three-point line, and they shoot number 23 down low, and that is Tatarunas. Here comes Korsak. Korsak guarded by Owens, and he loses it to McQueen. McQueen to Brothwell, and off the backboard and in, and Menor couldn't stop the Division IV Player of the Year on that drive. And the
foul on Koski.
Patriots take a 5-zip lead. Bothwell to the line to shoot one. Well, all the action was, John was down at the Menor's end. And
it is, and Cornerstone's playing tremendous defense.
And Patriots take a 6-0 lead. And here comes Trubisky over the timeline, guarded by Bothwell. And what a trap there, John, by Owens. And Bothwell almost get the ball, and Menor's able to get out of it. Chris has it out front now to Trubisky. Back to Chris looking to shoot a three. Down low to Tatarunas, so we got a hold.
We got Lambert for Cornerstone picking up the personal.
Lambert, a junior. As Trubisky's going to inbound the ball.
McQueen and Bothwell fast on that double team out front.
Oh my goodness, I did quick. And here comes Chris way deep on the three, and rebounded by Owens. Owens to Bothwell to McQueen, and McQueen shoots it out of his hands. Picked up by Owens, has it over the timeline, shoots about a 15-footer, misses it. Rebounded by number 4 for Cornerstone, and another three by the Cornerstone Christian Academy. Adam Lambert makes it 9-zip. And here comes Menor Trubisky. Trubisky's got it. Going to drive the hole, and bounce pass is stolen by that's McQueen. To Owens. Owens over the timeline quickly. John again. This time to Lambert. Lambert's at the foul line. Down low to Owens. Tipped out of his hands. And here comes Trubisky over the timeline. Bothwell falls. He's fine. Trubisky has not had a good look at a three yet, as it scored 9-0 with 5:25 left in this first quarter. Lambert guarding number 14 for Menor, and there is off the rim is Tatarunas first missed it, then got the rebound and put it up 9-2 with 5:10 mark of the first quarter. And here comes McQueen. McQueen over the timeline, guarded by 3 guys. Owens with a deep three, nothing but net, makes it 12-2. Brandon McQueen. And here comes Trubisky over the timeline, guarded by Bothwell. 12-2. Cornerstone Patriots, 4:50. Lisa, stop, take a deep breath. I know you're watching from your hospital bed, or listening from your hospital bed. And here comes Korsak. Korsak way out by Bothwell. What defense, John, but a little too tight.
Well, they're going to be aggressive the entire time. They're not going to let that point guard Trubisky, or if it's Korsak out there, they're not going to let them penetrate the kick out. So they're playing it aggressive, and they're double teaming on a regular basis. And now we got a Dewey substituting in at 6'9" for Cornerstone.
And I thought that was a timeout, but it wasn't.
And Dontavius Henry also, as well as Titus Wheeler for Cornerstone.
Ken, a big boy for the Cardinals, and out deep to shoot the three was Korsak. hits the top of the backboard. That's out of bounds. It'll be Cornerstone ball.
And Corsac got his look, just didn't connect.
Titus Wheeler will inbound to Bothwell. Bothwell guarded by Corsic. Playing a little pitch and catch with Demetrius Henry. They get it over to Wheeler. Wheeler looking for Owens on a deep three again off the rim. Rebounded by Wheeler to Bothwell off the back of the rim. And looks like it's off of Menor. Big double O. Idui, John. What a big boy. And as number 11, Wheeler inbounds it to Owens. Owens got to get out of that three key, and he does. Gets it to Lambert, who misses it, and here comes Trubisky. Trubisky at the arch. And we got a foul down low. Out of bounds.
Away from the ball.
Looks like number 10 for the Menor Cardinals.
Xavier Cheek picked up a foul away from the
Cheek
ball.
goes 6'9". And Lourdes is one of the schools he's been looking at.
And we got
Trey
Trey Williams coming back in for a Dewey.
Dewey in and out, gives Trey a little blow here. And inbounding Dontavius Henry for the Cornerstone Christian Patriots, who lead 12-2 at the 4:02 mark of the first quarter. Bothwell's got it, and he's got a lot of moves. A nice pass down low to Owens. And oh, what a play by the Cornerstone Christian Academy. Number 1, Trey Williams. Wow. That's all I can say with that. Corsic's got it over the timeline to the top of the key to Trubisky. Trubisky back to Corsic. John's got a dribble driving, and there's a foul.
We got
Foul's on, looks like number 11.
Titus Wheeler picked up the foul.
Titus Wheeler on the foul, 14-2 at the 3:32 mark of the first quarter. Coming back in is Idui.
Comes in for Michael Bothwell.
Bothwell gets a blow there. He only has one foul. Okay, but nice pickup by Trubisky and blocked out of bounds by Idui. What a play.
And Charlie, they're playing man-to-man, tight man-to-man, even away from the ball, so they're giving Menor no room to free up these three-point shots. And
number 5 inbounding, and it's Jack Corsic. Corsic's got it. Over to Tatarunas. Tatarunas to Trubisky to Corsic. Jack's got it. Shoots a 4-footer. Up and in. Nice shot.
Corsac worked his way into the lane.
14-4. And McQueen's got it. Looking for Trey Williams. Trey Williams takes it. Dribble drive off the glass and in. 16-4 at the 3:10 mark of the first quarter, as Menor is getting a little bit shell-shocked here right off the bat, John. Jack Corsac's got it. Guarded by number 11. And that is Titus Wheeler. Out top to 15. Chad Blessing. Blessing has it over to number 5, Jack.
Corsac got his shot from the corner at that time, Charlie. He frees up. He's tough to stop.
16-7 as the lead shrinks a little bit. A nice play by Corsac on the steal, but then he loses it. And to throw it away by the Patriots. And we have a jump ball.
Tatarunas tried to call.
And we have a technical foul.
Tatarunas tried to call timeout. Didn't get that. Got a jump ball instead. And Tatarunas looks like he picked up a technical.
No, it's on 44 for the Patriots.
For a kick.
And that is
Dontavius Henry.
Henry picked up the technical foul.
It looked like he kicked Tatarunas down at the bottom of the pile, so Corsac will shoot.
At the 2:33 mark, 16-7.
And Adam Lambert comes in for Henry. And Bothwell's coming back in for a Dewey.
Tonight's game brought to you by Pepco, Jack Forkey, Clements Construction, Mike Clements, Matrix Tool Machine, Rich Wilson, Dubrovnik's Ration Home, Anton Slavic, Menor Family Foods, PJ Conway, and Forenza Stone, Mike Firmiani, and last but not least, Mike Germano.
And Corsic splits the pair on the tee, so we got the 16-8 game with 2:33 to go, Charlie.
And it'll be Manny Trubisky to inbound. Trubisky guarded by number 11, Titus Wheeler. He gets it into Blessing. Blessing out front, guarded by McQueen. Takes it to the rack and scores.
Nice little move around McQueen out front.
And the Patriots throw it away at the 2-2-2 mark of the first quarter. It is 16-10.
The Menors rattled him a couple times on that press, Charlie.
Whoops. And Trubisky inbounds it to Tatarunas. Nice feed to Korsak, and he's going to be fouled.
Trey Williams picked that up on the shot.
Nice give and go from Tatarunas to Korsak. Trey Williams picks up the foul. Jack Korsak will go to the line and shoot two. 2:19, 16-10. The Patriots.
And Menors settled in quite well, Charlie, from that 12-2 deficit right off the bat.
Korsak makes the first. One shot here. 16-11. Korsak, an excellent shooter. 77% from the line makes that one.
And we got Cheek back in for Menor. Floria, the freshman, comes in for Menor.
And Floria, a good ball handler, very fast. And Williams having a hard time getting the ball in. And the ball is stolen from Bothwell. Gets it somehow, like a magician, gets it to Williams, to McQueen. McQueen out to Lambert. Lambert on deep three. Misses everything. Rebounded by Blessing. Blessing to Tatarunas. Tatarunas has it to Floria. Floria, the freshman. You don't see that happen too often here in Menor. Guarded by Trey Williams. Backs him out. Tatarunas. Nice pass to Chad Blessing. Looked like he traveled and blocked out of bounds.
Nice cut off the ball by Blessing to get that shot at the basket.
Inbound is Floria. Floria looking for the big boy, and it's stolen first by McQueen, and we got a foul.
Like Blessing picked one up in the backcourt. Reaching.
15, Chad Blessing on the foul. We are Integrity Radio. 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, and coast to coast and around the world at WRNTradio.com. As Lambert inbound, and I check that, not Lambert, it's number 11, and that is Titus Wheeler. Inbounded back to Bothwell. Bothwell's got it. He's the quarterback out there right now. Guarded by Blessing. Back to Bothwell. Bothwell sitting out about 25 feet to McQueen. Brandon McQueen takes it to the rack and scores!
A foul on Xavier Cheek. That's his second.
18-12 at the 127 mark. McQueen will go and shoot one. Trubisky back in the game.
And Charlie, McQueen had that ball about 18 feet, pump faked and drove the lane very nicely. So he's got the ability to shoot out there, and they come too far. He's got the ability to drive.
McQueen, nothing but net. And here come the Cardinals. And it's going to be Tatarunas. He can take it himself. He can handle that ball. Bothwell on him to Trubisky. Trubisky going to work the point. Nice pick by Tatarunas. Trubisky to the lane and off the glass and in, but no. Player control, offensive foul on Manny Trubisky.
Nice job stepping in by that off-the-ball defense by Cornerstone. Picked up that player control.
And Coach K did not like that call at the 112 mark. 19-12, and it's going to be Wheeler with the ball. Trying to get it to Lambert. Lambert does have it, going to take it to the rack. Instead passes it and loses it. Stolen by the Cardinals, Korsak. Korsak to Trubisky. Trubisky against Wheeler. He's going to shoot the long three. Manny Trubisky for three. And here comes
on that three.
McQueen. McQueen's got it awfully fast. What a dribble pass to Wheeler, who misses, gets his own rebound, and tips it in. 21-15 at the 41 second mark of the first quarter. Here comes Trubisky, guarded by Wheeler. Wheeler gives him a little space, but not much, and Tatarunas on a great pick and roll. Would have worked, but they didn't take advantage of it. Trey Williams on Jack Korsak. Jack looking for a pick. He's got it. 22 seconds left in this first quarter. Manny Trubisky way out front against Wheeler. To Jack Korsak. Korsak's got it. Switches on Wheeler. Still way out front, 8 seconds. The defense is tough, John. And here comes Trubisky to the lane, right off the top of the rim and in 21-17. As the buzzer sounds in the first quarter, it is the Patriots of Cornerstone 21, the Manor Cardinals 17.
And I'll tell you what, Charlie, the way this game started out, Cornerstone was on fire, got out to a 12-2 start, and Menor looked like they didn't know what hit them, but Menor settled down. They had a stretch where 3 out of 4 possessions on the full court press. Menor got turnovers and kind of closed ranks here. Trubisky's doing a nice job out front. He's got the ability to hit a 3 out here, but when they come out on him, he's got a nice little jab step, and that time Hughes had to get down the lane and hit that to close the gap to 4 to close the first quarter.
What an offensive weapon Trubisky is. He can shoot that 3, can handle the ball. And he's got size, John, that you don't normally see on the guy.
And what they're going to have to do, I think Cornerstone, they're going to have to watch out for that jab step, and if he drives the lane, they're going to have to help, like they picked up that player control foul on that one occasion. But if they collapse on him, then he's looking for Korsak out on that 3-point line.
Yeah.
So pick your poison.
Jack, definitely an offensive threat every time, every possession for Menor, and a good one at that. And it'll be Patriots ball.
Menor's going to start with Kriz, Korsak, Koski, Tatarunas, and Trubisky.
And with the ball?
Trey Williams is coming up, comes over the timeline with Koski on him. Dribbles out front, running a pick for Lambert. No go on that. That Lambert's got on the right side, on the left side. Alley-oop to Trey Williams, off the rim and out. Rebound Koski, or Kriz rather. He gets it to Trubisky. Trubisky brings it up across the timeline. Williams on him, sets a pick by Kriz. We got a travel on Menor. Matt Koski with the travel.
He was on the ground. He thought by dribbling he could get up, and they didn't see it that way.
And Cheek comes in for Tatarunas. McQueen's going to inbound in the backcourt, looking for Bothwell. Looks, gets it to Bothwell. Bothwell being checked by Koski. Brings it across the timeline. To the left side, dribbles left. Penetrates, kicks it out to Trey Williams, and puts up an errant 3-pointer. Rebound. Cheek gives it to Trubisky. Trubisky across the timeline, checked by Bothwell. Drives to the 3-point line. Pump fake, puts it up, and it's off the rim. Rebound by McQueen. McQueen brings it across the timeline down the right side. Drives. Over on the left side of Lambert, puts it up and in. 23-17 with 6:59 to go in the second. Korsak's going to bring it up against Lambert, brings it over the timeline on the right side. Up near the 3-point line, drives the lane, goes up with a shot, and it's good. And a foul. Korsak drives the lane on the right side, gets the bucket, and a foul on Lambert.
Lambert picked up his second foul.
And Korsak will go to the line for 1. Wheeler's going to check in for Lambert.
Korsak, double digits in points now with 10.
Patriots have Wheeler, Owens, Bothwell, McQueen, and Trey Williams. Korsak gets the ball at 6:48, down 4 as Menor puts the shot up, and it's in. 23-20, Cornerstone. Blessing checks in for Caden Kriz for Menor.
It's some very, very valuable minutes in the first quarter.
Wheeler's going to inbound against the full court press. Cheek on him, gets it into Trey Williams. Trey Williams picks it up in the backcourt, cross court to McQueen, tipped away. McQueen got it back, goes over the timeline, brings it across, over to Bothwell, and lays it in from the left side. 25-20. Menor brings it down quick and knocks it out of bounds. Cornerstone knocks it out of bounds. Jeremy Owens. Menor is going to inbound just off the lane on the left side. Korsak's going to inbound the ball. Looks, inbounds to Cheek. Cheek in the right corner, gives it back to Korsak. Korsak from the left, gets
wide
it out.
Open.
And Koski puts in a 3 from the top of the key. 25-23 with 6:20 to go. Bothwell brings it down, drives the lane, and gets fouled by Trubisky.
Doesn't take them long to get to the other end of the baskets.
And Bothwell is going to go to the line for 2, with Cornerstone up 2 at this point. 25-23 with 6-9. That's the second one on Trubisky.
16 foul.
And we got a little bit of timeout. There's
some blood on the court.
Just a wet spot on the floor.
Bothwell, an excellent shooter, and he can really drive the lane too. And it's been an advantage to him to do that.
And Cornerstone's getting that ball up the court quick. They don't waste any time. They're pressing it all the time. So we're going to have Bothwell at the line for 2. We got Koski, Korsak, Blessing, Sheet, and Trubisky. As Bothwell hits the first, that's Menner's lineup. Williams, Owens, Wheeler, Bothwell, and McQueen for Cornerstone. Bothwell puts up a second, got it, 27-23 with 6:19 to go in the first half. Ball's inbounded to Trubisky. He's coming up against Wheeler. Comes across the timeline. Out front, set a pick by Cheek. Trubisky drives over to Koski. Kicks it out. And the 3 goes up, and it's Trubisky again for a 3. Cuts it to a 1-point lead. Ball's inbounded to Wheeler. Wheeler gets it back to Bothwell. Bothwell bringing it up across the timeline. Drives the lane on the left side. Puts up a left-hand hook.
Wow.
And put it in. 29-26 with 5:49 to go. Look a little like Lenny Wilkins there, Charlie. Trubisky's bringing it up.
Player of the year
against Wheeler. Trubisky gets by Wheeler, drives the lane, goes all the way to the hole, puts it in, and got it. And we got a block by Owens on Cornerstone. He moved into him as Trubisky went up, and Trubisky again with that stutter stuff out front and drove right down the lane, and the help was a little slow getting over. So Trubisky's going to go to the line for 1, try to tie the game.
And Owens was sitting under the basket. You'll never get that call that far under the basket. Trubisky, nice move, and he's looking at a 3-point play.
Trubisky sets, shoots, and bounces off. Got a violation on Cornerstone. Trubisky's going to do it again. And Farrell checks in for the first time for Cornerstone.
Markel Farrell, a junior. Nice crowd here tonight.
Well, Trubisky's going to give it another go to try to tie this game for the first time. Puts it up, and it's good. Tied at 29 with 5:38 to go. Floria comes back in now for Trubisky.
Floria back in the game for the Cardinals.
And Wheeler's going to inbound for Cornerstone under the basket. Gets it into Bothwell. Bothwell double team, back to Wheeler. Wheeler brings it across, over to Williams. Williams drives the lane, kicks it out to McQueen. McQueen on the right side. Gives it to Bothwell. Bothwell on the right wing. Drives the lane. Gets by Tatarunas. Puts it up and got it. A lot of contact on that, but no foul. 31-29 with 5:20 to go. Patriots lead.
Of the quarter.
Floria brings it down to the middle. He's up at the top of the key. Dribbles. Gives it off to Koski. Koski kicks it out to Kriz. Kriz over on the left side to Korsak. Korsak dribbles. Top of the key. McQueen on him. Dribbles. McQueen kicks his pocket over to Tatarunas. Tatarunas on the left side to Koski. Puts up the 3 from the wing. Got it. And that's Menner's first lead at 32-31 with 4:50 to go. Patriots inbound to Williams. Williams brings it up across the timeline. Over to McQueen. McQueen drives the lane. Puts it up. And he got it. 33-32, Cornerstone with 4:40 to go. Floria brings it up over the timeline on the left side. He's got Wheeler on him. Floria drives the middle of the lane, puts the ball up. He loses it, kicks it out to Tatarunas. Tatarunas, left wing to Korsak. Korsak holds. Williams on him. Korsak dribbles the lane in the middle, puts up a shot and got it.
What a shot by Jack.
34-33, 4:20 to go. Inbounded to Bothwell. Bothwell stolen by Koski. Koski's out on the left side. Gets it out to Korsak. Korsak at the top of the key. Drives the lane. Puts it up. And just off the rim. And with the rebound, Menner, but they were out of bounds. 34-33. Cardinals.
Koski almost came up with that rebound and just stepped on the timeline.
4:06 to go in the half. Wheeler's going to inbound for Cornerstone. Underneath the Menner basket. Wheeler looks, gets it into Williams. Williams kicks it back over across court to McQueen. McQueen across the timeline. Brings it up on the left side. Gets it to Wheeler. Wheeler drives the lane. Gets it over to Farrell, and he puts it in. 35-34.
Man's looking for a dunk, but he didn't do it.
Floria brings the ball up top of the key, drives the lane, kicks it out to Kriz. Kriz holds, left side, gets it in the right corner to Floria. Floria dribbles the middle, kicks it out to Koski. Koski drives the lane, puts it up, no good, and foul. The foul's on Cornerstone, Titus Wheeler.
His second, John.
We're at 3:37 left in the half, 35-34 Cornerstone. And these guys are huffing and puffing, Charlie. They're running up and down the court.
Patriots are having trouble with that initial pass after the ball's inbounded. That press is tough. Mentor's press is really tough. That 2-2-1 press is really giving Cornerstone some trouble.
Koski misses the first shot. Plessing comes in for Florio.
3:37 left in the second quarter.
And Trubisky checked back in also. Koski's going to put up his second shot. Puts it up, and it's off the rim. Rebound. Koski gets it back. Drives again, puts it up, and he got it. 36-35 Cardinals with 3.5 to play. Ball's inbounded to Williams. Williams brings it across the timeline. Double teamed by the Cardinals. Gets it out. Knocked away by Koski, and it's going back to Cornerstone in the backcourt. Good pressing defense by Menor. Zalba checks in for Menor along with Cheek.
Zato, a big boy for the Cornerstone Patriots.
McQueen is going to inbound the ball. Gets it in the backcourt to Bothwell. Bothwell's bringing it up against Blessing. Brings it across the timeline. Dribbles left side, drives the lane, puts up a 10-footer, got it. Running 10-footer, nice shot by Bothwell, puts the Patriots up 37-36 with 3 minutes to go. Trubisky brings it across court, top of the key, gives right side, gets it back from Zalba. Tatarunas on the left side. Blessing's got it in the left corner, gets it out to Trubisky. Left wing, he holds, Williams on him. Gets it out to Zalba. Zalba drives the lane, over to Koski, and Blessing puts up a three shot, no good.
We are Integrity Radio, WINT, Willoughby, Cleveland.
McQueen puts up the three off the rim. Rebound Menor. Zalba's got it, brings it up down the right side, presses the ball, gets it out to Trubisky, fakes the three, and holds out front. Bothwell on him. Picked by Cheek. Trubisky, top of the key, puts up a three, ain't got it. 39-37 Menor with 2:20 to go.
McQueen, third three tonight.
Brings it up across the timeline, gets it off. And we got a foul before the shot. Let's see who it's on. Trubisky. Trubisky picked one up away from the ball. That's his third foul.
That's going to hurt Menor. He's going to have to come out. The 2:14.
Korsak comes in for Zalba. And we're going to have... we're in the bonus. So Farrell's going to shoot 1-1. Unfortunate foul on Trubisky. That's his third. It's going to bring him out of the game, I would assume, for the remainder of the half. There's 2:14.
Check in.
2:14 to go in the half with Menor up 39-37. And they switch it to Adui.
He's a valuable part to that offense and defense for the Menor Cardinals.
Adui, the 6'9" player for the Patriots, is going to shoot 1-1. First one off the rim. Rebound Korsak. He's bringing it up against Williams. Comes across the timeline, picked by Tatarunas. Korsak drives the lane, puts it up, and he got it.
Wow, what a play by
foul. Foul is on Trey Williams. Got him on the elbow. That puts Menor up their biggest lead, 41-37, with 2:06 to go in the half.
And Korsak looking for his 16th point, John.
Korsak puts it up, and he got it. 42-37 Menor. Koski checks in for Cheek for Menor. Lambert's back in. Wheeler's going to inbound underneath the Menor basket. Checked by Koski. Gets it into Bothwell. Bothwell picks up a foul on Tatarunas. Not a good foul. Tatarunas kind of checked him as he went by, having beat that initial pass.
Tatarunas is first.
So that's going to put Michael Bothwell at the line for a 1-1. And the Patriots need to get it going here, down 5 with just a little over 2 minutes to go in the half. Bothwell puts the first one up and on the rim and in. Going to get the bonus. That closes the gap to 42-38 Menor.
Looking for his 15th point.
And Bothwell got the bonus. 42-39. Inbounded to Floria. Floria facing a 2-2-1 press by Cornerstone. Floria passes it, gets it back, dribbles up the right side, across the timeline, over to Blessing. Blessing drives, puts up a layup, and it's good. 44-39 Menor. Bothwell brings it across the timeline the other way, drives in and off Tatarunas. It's going to be Cornerstone under their basket, trailing by 5, 44-39 with 1:47 to go and a half.
Checking in for the Cardinals.
Chris back in for the Cardinals. And that was nice to see Tatis get that hand in that passing lane.
And McQueen is going to inbound. Underneath the basket, gets it in to Trey Williams, wide open for an easy layup. 44-41 Menor. 1:41 to go. Floria brings it across the timeline against Wheeler. Picked by Tatarunas. Floria right side. Tatarunas top of the key. Over to Kriz. Kriz gives it to Korsak. And Bothwell is on Korsak. Kicks it in the right corner to Floria. Floria drives. Kicks it back out right wing to Kriz. Kriz gets the ball top of the key to Korsak. Korsak holds against Bothwell. Here comes a double. It's off. Korsak dribbles to the left wing. Pulls it back behind the three-point line. Corner to Floria. Floria from the deep three. No good. Rebound McQueen. 1:03 to go. McQueen gets it up to Lambert. Lambert drives the left side. Puts it up. No good.
Lambert was looking to pass. He couldn't, so he had to shoot.
Floria brings it across the timeline with 50 seconds to go and a half. Bothwell on him. Floria gets it into Tatarunas, knocked away by Williams.
Tatarunas
knocked it
picked
away
up
to
a foul that shouldn't have happened because he was on the ground.
knocked it away to Bothwell, and then Tatarunas tripped him. So here we go with the Patriots now in the double bonus. Down 44-41 are the Patriots with 47 seconds to go in the first half. Bothwell will shoot two. Can't give a guy like that, a good foul shooter, 2 shots.
Boy, he's got a nice stroke, doesn't he?
Oh, no, they're still in the one-on-one. Next one, they're in the double bonus. So Korsak brings it across the timeline against Williams. Korsak drives to the right side, checked by Williams. Korsak holding on the right wing. Dribbles baseline, spin move out to Kriz. From 3, got it. Top of the key. Hayden Kriz, 47-41. 25 seconds to go. Bothwell in the backcourt on a double team. Throws it away. Tatarunas gets it. Tatarunas drives the right side, puts it up, got it. 49-41 with 15 seconds to go. Here come the Patriots across the timelines with Trey Williams. He holds out front. 8 seconds to go. Williams on the left wing. Dribbles into the middle, kicks it out to McQueen. McQueen from a long 3, no good. And that's the half. Wow. Ends with a flurry with the Cardinals up by a score of 49-41.
We're going to get AD Phil Casella here up in a minute as we, the first half of our halftime show. The second half, we'll talk to our good friend Coach Quaz. Teddy's here, sitting next to John, and we'll get him on the headset.
And Charlie, we had a 32-point quarter by Menor in the second quarter after 17 in the first, and then Cornerstone was held to 20 after 21. So I think what we saw primarily was Menor continuing with that press. It wasn't effective in the first probably 3 or 4 minutes of the game, but then it resulted in a number of turnovers and some easy baskets.
And here comes Jeff Casella, and Jeff's going to go on the yellow headset with us. And it gives us great pleasure to introduce a dear friend of the show, a longtime listener, and his very first day in a job here at Menor High School. He was on Mondays with Malta.
Yeah, it was, Charlie. Welcome back to the nest.
This has been awesome.
Great crowd tonight. Great atmosphere.
I'll tell you, Jeff, it's everything we expected. A lot of people say, "Oh, they're Division IV," but a lot of athletes over there, and it's given the Menor Cardinals a great test right before the tournament.
They're a darn good team. I tell you what, I'm just totally impressed with their athleticism. But our boys have battled tonight, and they're playing hard. This is a great test, great warm-up for the Euclid District for us.
You know, I was trying to hold Bob's feet to the fire, Coach K, this morning when I interviewed him, and talked about, 11 miles away would be great rivalry to have these two teams play against each other every year. But you really can't guarantee that with 14 league games.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. We have some commitments, when you do a lot of home and away games with certain schools. So it kind of varies from year to year, and we've been fortunate enough, too, to get invited to a few out-of-state tournaments. So we have to kind of see how those fall into place, too. So we'd love to continue it. It's been a great game tonight, so we'll see how things go.
John?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a different era in high school basketball. When you watch, it's nice enough to watch one team that likes to get up and down, but when you got two, it's hard to keep track. These guys go, and there's not a lot of huffing and puffing. These guys are in great shape. Yeah,
it's an exciting brand of basketball. It really is. You can say what you want about the NBA or even college basketball in Division I anymore, but really high school basketball, especially at levels like this, is where it's at for me.
Yeah, and it would be nice to get a consistent number of games like this, but not all the teams, not all programs can get games like that. You guys get that. You got some stiff competition in that league, and Cornerstone goes out and they seek out games like Menor.
Yeah, we've always had a philosophy here that in order to be the best, you got to play the best, and we'll line up pretty much and play anybody and give anybody a shot. If it makes our kids better, then that's what we want to do.
Yeah, and Coach K was talking about the contribution that Trubisky has made in the last 4 or 5 games, and you can see what a nice player he is out there. Yeah. And he really has the ability to control the ball and feed the ball to other players.
A pretty good athletic family, I think. So
not too bad.
I think he's done a nice job. I was just commenting to somebody I was standing over there watching the game with, and we've said, man, he's been hot the last few games. Hopefully that continues for a few more weeks.
Yeah, and what I was telling Charlie is he hits that shot out there, but then he's got that nice stutter move. He drives the lane. He's gotten some layups, and if they collapse on him, he's going to find Corsac out there.
Yeah, so he's really improved his basketball game. Obviously, coming off a football season, it took him a little bit to get going, but once he did, he's done a nice job for us.
Jeff, you're the master of big venues. You got sectional and district wrestling coming up, or just the district?
Just the district. And March 3rd and 4th, we'll host the Menor Meat Grinder again. Here we've got a full slate of events over the next couple of weeks. We got a girls tournament game here on Thursday. Then we're back here. The boys are back here Saturday night hosting Spire Institute is coming over for a game. So we had an extra open date on our schedule because of some mix-ups early in the year. So we were able to find Spire Institute going to come over here with their 7'7" kid, and we'll see what we can do.
Wow, that'll be a lot of fun, won't it?
Yeah.
Well, that's great, and it gives us great pleasure. Each and every year, you open the gymnasium doors for the Broadmoor Bobcat game, and you do that again on March 27th.
Yeah, we're looking forward to that event. We always circle that event on our calendar, and our community supports that event, and it's a lot of fun to have them here.
Well, we really appreciate it, Jeff. It's always a pleasure to talk to you. Thanks for coming up, and thanks for you and Glenn putting this thing together. Glenn is easy, master of electricity or what?
I didn't know how he was going to figure it out tonight, but we were able to get you online here tonight, and I appreciate all you guys do for high school basketball.
We appreciate it, and your wrestlers will be on our show next Monday.
Awesome.
And I held their feet to the fire. I said I want all 14 of you as district qualifiers, and they said they'd be there.
Yeah, I hope so. It'd be great to have 14 Menor kids here at the Meat Grinder, so we look forward to it.
All right, thanks, Jeff.
All right, thanks, guys.
And it gives us great pleasure to John. First, why don't you tell us who our show is brought to you by? Now, Hook, our good buddy. We're going to put Teddy on for a little while.
Tonight's show, the sponsors are Pepco, Jack Borky, located in Eastlake, Clements Construction, the real Clements Roofing, Mike Clements in Eastlake, Matrix Tool and Machine, Rich Wilson, located in Menor by Dubrovnik's Croatian Home in Eastlake, Menor Family Foods on 306 in Lakeshore by Forenza Stone, and by Mike Germano for Willoughby Municipal Court Judge. Charlie?
Teddy, welcome to Mondays with Malta.
Wow.
A listener and a fan, but also a friend, and both John and I. Hey, you're having a good time up here watching this game tonight.
Yeah, it's fun not to have a vested interest and just to come and enjoy the game. The reason I'm here is we came to take. I don't know if you heard, but Billy Tilton won our Greater Cleveland Coaches Association Media Man of the Year award. So we coming out here to take them out to dinner after the game. So that's why.
Well, that's fantastic.
Well deserved by Billy.
Oh, there's no question about it. Tell him I said congratulations. You know, he's been entrenched in the high school sports and all of them, and it's great to see him win.
Yeah, certainly is. Certainly is.
Give me your impressions of tonight's game, Coach.
We attack men are completely different. You know, we try to slow them down, and we try to score at the rim a lot, and and take away. I really believe when you play against Bob, you got to play a zone and match up on the shooters. And if you don't, you're picking your poison. I mean, they're, I just don't know if they get to the rim as much as they used to, but they can sure shoot the three, and that gets you right back in a hurry. I mean, they were down 14 at one time, and now they're winning by these other guys. I guess that's the way they play. They play fast, and I don't know if you can do that in this place.
Well, it's interesting that Mentor started out, they were down 12 or 14-2 right off the bat, and that press they have, it worked its magic. They got a lot of turnovers and made it very difficult for Cornerstone to bring it up. So that's been the key.
Yeah. I'm impressed by the Bothwell kid, and he's very good. I don't get to see a lot of these guys. I see a lot of Mentor. I know those guys like the back of my hand, but.
And Coach K was telling us that Trubisky has really stepped up the last 4 or 5 games. And you can see
he hurt us big time. Yeah. I mean, he shot the lights. I think he had 23 against us, and we were. That was. I'll tell you what. I think that turned our season around. Beating. We were sort of on the skids there for a while, and by beating Mentor, really picked us up. And I'll tell you what. It doesn't get any better than that win we had last week on Green Street against St. V.
That's a tough place. That's a tough place.
God. I've been going down there since 1980, and I've taken my lumps down there.
Well, that's kind of the way it's always happened down there, but that's obviously a great program, so that was a big win.
Oh, big win, especially when they took the lead, and our kids didn't lose their composure, and we got the last shot, and then they turned around and beat Massillon Jackson the next night. And, so it got pretty good. But I'm looking forward to the second half here. I'm glad I came out.
I'm glad you did, and glad you came out. Thanks for being part of our halftime show.
Thank you, guys.
All right, Coach. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thanks, guys.
We appreciate it. All right, for the Cardinals, it'll be number 11, Trubisky, Kriz, Tatarunas, Koski, and Korsic. Korsic leads all scorers for Mentor. I believe it's 16, as it's Trubisky to inbound the ball. Oh, it's great to have Teddy Kwasniak and Jeff Casella. 2 just tremendous pillars in our Northeast Ohio community when it comes to student athletes. And here comes Trubisky, really handling the ball well, picked up by Bothwell. Bothwell gives him a little space down to Kosick, to Jack Korsak for the 2 points off the glass. Inbounded, and the trap works to a point, and Lambert's got the ball over the timeline, throws it away, but tipped out of bounds by number 14 for the Cardinals.
Good hustle.
And that's Matt Koski.
Good hustle by Koski coming all the way back.
McQueen will inbound the ball. They're about foul line extension, out of bounds, as Bothwell needed a tie shoe, and we're ready to go. Who's got it? And he'll survey the landscape. He'll be picked up by Matt Koski. Koski is giving him about 4 feet of space, because I'll tell you, he is fast. To Trey Williams, off the glass and in. Makes the score 51-43 at the 7:21 mark. And here comes Trubisky. I'm very impressed, John, how he can handle the ball.
Yeah, he's all.
Yeah, Korsic, nice going. Fake. Triple fake to Tatarunas. To Kriz, who can shoot the ball, misses it, gets his own rebound, and out to Trubisky. Trubisky's going to take it to the lane and pass it back out to Kriz. Kriz always looking to shoot the three. Jack Korsick. Katarunas is going to drive on, and a nice shot it was, but misses it off the glass. He drove against number 4, Jeremy Owens.
Created that contact, maybe threw off his shot a little bit.
Inbounding the ball for the Cardinals are Manny Trubisky. To Jack Korsick. Korsick going to take with his left hand, gets Williams up in the air, and a nice finger roll for Jack Korsick to make the score 53-43. And here comes Trey Williams. Instead of taking the shot to Lambert, deep 3 from the corner to make the score 53-46 at the 6:30 mark. This is Integrity Radio, 101.5 on the FM and 1330 AM and WINTradio.com. Charlie Malta, John O'Donnell on the call. Katarunas has it out deep around the rim of the 3-point line, brings it out. Surveys the landscape. He's going to take it to the rim, kicks it out to Matt Korski, and he misses it, and rebounded by Trey Williams to McQueen. McQueen's got it now, backing it out as Jack Korsak doesn't want to give him much space. Passes it to Williams. What a move! Williams with his right hand, off the rim. Nice rebound by Owens. Both missing little bunnies, and it's Menor basketball on the rebound by Koski.
Korsak dribbles out of bounds on a tight sideline, going back to Cornerstone.
And that's good defense by Adam Lambert.
Wheeler comes back in for Cornerstone for Lambert.
And McQueen will inbound the ball to number 11, Titus Wheeler. Wheeler's got it, and Trubisky gives him some space. Picked by Owens, and Wheeler backs it out of his hand, and Trubisky goes straight up and gets called for the foul.
Well, I'll tell you what, Charlie, he got away with the first one where he fouled him and didn't get called, and then he extended his arm. Problem is he extended his arms toward the player, and that's going to get you called every time. He's got to be more careful than that.
And at the line to shoot is Titus Wheeler.
And that's going to bring Zalba back in for Trubisky. Picked up his 4th foul, still 5.5 to go in the 3rd.
That is going to hurt because we're not going to be able to see him again in this game till the 4th quarter. Wheeler sights it as Dan South tells him something. 53-47 at the 5:24 mark. And shoots it, and it's in.
And Cornerstone still with the full court pressure.
Koski inbounds it to number 21, Zalba. To Katarunas. Katarunas back to number 14, Koski. Takes it off the glass, and off the rim is number 11, Titus Wheeler to McQueen. McQueen throws it, trying to get it down low to
off Wheeler's hand.
Titus Wheeler back to him, and they're going to say it goes to Menor as Matt Koski inbounds the ball at 5:03. Here comes Zalba, looking for Chris. A beautiful shot from the left-hand corner, and then he picks up the quick foul as Bothwell got the inbound. Chris, second foul, John, is it?
First on Chris.
First on Chris, out of bounds to the Patriots as Brandon McQueen will inbound the ball. Looking for Bothwell. Bothwell guarded by Matt Koski. Koski's got a little bit of height on him, but Bothwell real quick off the glass and in, John. Incredible shot by the Division IV Player of the Year.
And Charlie, they're spreading them out. They're spreading the rest of the team out and letting Bothwell go one-on-one. He found a nice little slot down the lane and put it up and got the foul.
Bothwell sights it at the score 56-50 at the 4:45 mark and makes it 56-51 as Menor inbounds it, and it's a soft press as they pick him up more so after the timeline. Zalba bounces the ball into Jack Korsak off the glass and in for the Cardinals. Korsak nearing 20 points.
Korsak at 23 now.
Bothwell off the glass off the rim, tipped up by McQueen, and missed, and rebounded by Zalba. To Tatarunas, and Zalba can handle the ball. Left hand, right hand, guarded by McQueen. McQueen's got it. Got him covered and gets it over to Tatarunas to Jack Corsack. Corsack guarded by number 1, Trey Williams. Trey Williams knocks the ball out of his hand, but no. Corsack gets it to Tatarunas. Is going to drive on Owens, off the glass and in. That is Tatarunas. So it looked like a double dribble, and that's what Coach K wanted, but he didn't get it. To number 11, Trey Williams, off the glass and in. 60-53 at the 3:45. Mark John, this is the fastest space game I've ever seen. And here comes, that is Tatarunas. To Matt Korsky. Korsky to Chris. Chris out top. Usually see him drenched in the corner, and we're going to see a travel. Case Figger puts there, John, and he got called for the travel.
And Coach K is chewing on the ear of that same official who we thought missed the last one. So.
Timeout. Timeout Cornerstone at 3:26. It'll be a full timeout.
And as we said earlier, tonight's show is sponsored by Pepco. Jack Corky, the owner-operator, located in Eastlake at 946-3790. By Clements Construction, Mike Clements, the real Clements Roofing, located in Eastlake. And you can reach Mike at 440-951-2033. By Matrix Tool and Machine, by Rich Wilson, the owner-operator, located in Menor at 440-255-0300. By Dirk Brovnitz Croatian Home, located at 34900 Lakeshore in Eastlake, 946-3366. Menor Family Foods, PJ Conway at 306 in Lakeshore, 946-3788. Forenza Stone, Mike Criminani in Willoughby on Biltmore Place, and Mike Germano for Willoughby Municipal Court Judge. Charlie, things have slowed a little bit in this third quarter compared to the second quarter, but it's still a frenzied pace up and down the floor.
Wow. As Manny Trubisky sits on that bench with 4 fouls, it hasn't hurt Menor to a point yet, but boy, he can really play.
Yeah, Zalba and Flory have done a nice job stepping in for Trubisky.
Bothwell over the timeline. 3:22 mark. He's going to take it in the lane, kicks it out to McQueen, and off the rim. Rebounded by Bothwell. High off the rim to get that rebound, and he is fouled by Tatarunas.
And that's number 3 on Tatarunas.
Oh, they gave it to 11? No.
14, Koski.
Koski on the foul, Bothwell to the line. Bothwell's missed 1 foul shot tonight. 60-53, make it 64. And we got some subs in. Chad Blessing back in, and the big boy, number 10, Cheeks. Xavier, he has signed on with Lords, averages 4.7 points per game. And almost 5 rebounds.
Bothwell sitting on 19, looking for number 20 here from the line.
Nice rebound by Trey Williams. It's a big rebound at 60-54 at the 3:10 mark. Gets it over to McQueen. McQueen against Blessing. McQueen gets it knocked out of his hand on a great steal by Blessing. We've seen a lot of it the first half, and it was Blessing that got it again there. And a scrum as the refs help everybody up. And it's going to be Cornerstone ball. Bob Krzancic cannot believe it.
We got Farrell checking in for Cornerstone.
McQueen will inbound the ball, 60-54. Timeout. As the referee wanted the player that just got subbed in for him in, and the other one to sit down, I guess. Here we go, McQueen to inbound the ball. 3:02 left in this third quarter. Looking for Bothwell, he's got him. Guarded by Blessing. Way out top. About 25 feet out. He's looking for a pick, and he's got it from McQueen. And oh, what a nice give and go. McQueen better get out of the key, and he throws it away. And got a reach in on the Patriots, number 1, Trey Williams.
That's Williams' second.
2:50 left, 60-54. Lambert back in the game. Bothwell out.
Bothwell better not stay out too long.
What a player.
Wheeler also is back in for McQueen.
Two of the best players on the Patriots take a seat, and here comes the Cardinals. Zaba with the ball. Nice, sort of nice pick, but then he moved. Was cheap.
Walked. Corsac took steps.
Well, that adds a little break for the 2 stars for the Patriots as Cornerstone win the ball. It'll be Trey Williams. And timeout.
30-second timeout. I tell you, Charlie, with McQueen and Bothwell out of the game at this point, it's going to be up to Trey Williams to control the basketball, and I imagine he'll try to penetrate and kick that ball out to Lambert to try to hit that three, because he looks like a very good three-point shooter.
We are Integrity Radio, 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, coast to coast and around the world on WINTradio.com. And Charlie Malta alongside John O'Donnell.
And Mentor's buying a little time to get Trubisky back in the game, probably to start the fourth quarter.
I don't see him coming back. It's about the 5-minute mark. He's too valuable, and they can't lose him.
A lot's going to depend on what happens in the next 2:40 here with this 6-point. If they can extend the 6-point lead, they'll probably leave him out a little bit longer.
So it'll be Cornerstone Christian Academy. Titus Wheeler to inbound the ball 92 feet away from their basket. And a good trap defense on the Menor Diamond defense with a 2-2-1. And it's going to be Titus Wheeler with the basketball at the 3-point line. Gets it back. Bothwell's back in the game. Just a short little...
Wheeler took his eye off that.
Oh, for Bothwell, and Wheeler taking his eye off, out of bounds.
Owens coming back in for Williams for Cornerstone. Floria back in for Menor. Zalda is out.
Really picks up the pace. That second quarter of the first half, he really extended that lead for the Cardinals. And here comes Jack Corsick. On a give and go, he doesn't give it. He takes the ball himself, and it's cheek off the glass and misses it, and here comes Wheeler. Wheeler going to take it the length of the floor, off the glass, misses it. And it's Floria from behind, fouling.
Ooh, that was kind of a late call.
Yeah. Floria with and it'll be Titus Wheeler going to the line. He averages 6.4 points per game. 60-54, we've been stuck on that for a while, John, since the 3:02 mark. And we change the score finally, 60-55.
Wheeler looking for his 8th point tonight.
Wheeler uses the whole 10 seconds, and he misses it. Jack Corsick with the rebound, and he's going to take it himself over the timeline. Cheek tried to set a pick. Instead, he spread the floor for Jack Corsick, and what a beautiful runner from 4 feet away. Makes it 62-55 with 1:51 left. McQueen gets fouled from behind, tripped up by Xavier Cheek, but the fans don't like it.
That's 3 on Cheek.
That's foul number 6. Next one, we'll be shooting the rest of the half. As Titus Williams inbounds it, and I'll tell you, Coach K is hot. Boy, Bothwell can get up there. Jumped way over Floria to get that pass. Bothwell off the arm of Cheek, and he gets fouled. Luke Floria is going to get called, though, as they try to trap him. Bothwell to the line. Bothwell's been to the line quite a bit here tonight, John. I don't know if you can count him up by the time we get to the next play here. But he'll shoot 2.
He's been there 9 times. This will be 10 and 11.
Sights it, shoots it. Makes it 62-56 at 1:40.
There was 20 points for Bothwell, looking for 21.
Inbounding the ball, Blessing to Floria. Floria will take it himself, he'll break the press himself, and there's no problem at all as he can really handle the ball. Floria going to try and take it to the rack, but is fouled. by number 11. Well, it's going to go on McQueen. McQueen.
Number 1 on McQueen.
Only has 1. He guards Floria, and he towers over Floria. To Cheek's got it to Jack Corsick. Corsick out. Past the timeline. He takes the shot. Nice pass to Cheek for 2. Makes it 64-57. To McQueen. McQueen's got it. Boy, can he handle the ball. Takes it himself. 3-foot runner makes it 64-59. It's 109 in the third quarter. Looked like they missed the travel there by Blessing, but didn't call it. Floria's got it, guarded by McQueen. McQueen backs off. Now Jack Corsick's got it. Guarded by Titus Williams. He's pushing him out past near the timeline, and Corsick's going to shoot the 3. And yes! And foul! Jack Corsick with a big 3! And he'll go to the line and shoot one to make it 67-59 with 46 seconds left in this. Wow!
26-26 for Corsick, going for 27 here to complete the 4-point play.
He's come to this game looking to get a big win for the Cardinals, and he is really playing well.
Zalba checks back in for Menor for Floria.
Inbounding the ball for the Patriots is number 11, Trey Williams. Titus Williams. Got a foul, looks like on 21. Zalba. Zalba with the foul will put Bothwell at the line, and that's the guy you don't want to foul because he's almost automatic. 46 seconds, 68-59, 9-point spread. Bothwell can make it a 7-point spread. Sights it, shoots it, makes it. 68-60. These fans came to watch a great game, and they've seen one, John. Bothwell misses the second. 45 seconds left in this third quarter. From behind.
Silly foul by
on McQueen is right. And he'll make...
They're going to call that 100 out of 100 times, reaching from behind after you get beat.
Brandon McQueen's second foul. Team fourth. 68-60, 39 seconds. And the lob pass to Corsick doesn't work. And it's Bothwell from a deep 3. Nothing but net. 68-63. 30 seconds left in that quarter. And here comes Zalba. He's going to take it past McQueen to the rack. And it's going to be Chris in his favorite spot. Yes! Count it! 71-63. Bothwell's going to take it to the lane to Lambert. Kicks it out.
Nope.
Short. 11 seconds left. They lose the ball. Jump ball. They're yelling for a timeout, and nobody heard it. But John and I. It's going to be Patriots ball with 8 seconds left in the quarter, and the big boy wanting to get in there.
Idue's coming back in.
Idue.
Keep possession here with 8 seconds left, Charlie, for Cornerstone. They need to close this gap.
6'9" guys on the floor, and it's McQueen off the glass, batted away by Cheeks. McQueen trying to get away with a flop there. Trey Williams
shot
back in the game as they try to get the lob into the big boy.
Trey Williams comes back in for Dewey.
And it'll be McQueen to inbound, 71-63. Bothwell with the ball. Going to shoot a deep 3. And nothing but net. 71-66. And that's the end of the third quarter with 8 minutes left to play here at the Menor Cardinal Gymnasium. Well, John,
Bothwell just hit his 28th point. A deep 3 looked like Kyle Korver out there. Well, that was a key. You know, as we talked about, when Trubisky would come back in. Now Menor's up 5. That brought them from 8 back to 5 back. So I don't know if
You
now's
called
the
it,
time for
sitting on a bed,
Trubisky.
so
He's going to come back in. I would imagine that would have bought Trubisky a little bit more time had Bothwell not hit that 3 from outside the gym, Charlie.
No question about it. Let me have that.
And one of the keys here in the fourth quarter is Cornerstone is in the bonus for the entire rest of the game. 8 team fouls on Menor, 4 on Cornerstone.
Tonight's program and game brought to you by Pepco Jack Porky, Clements Construction, Mike Clements, owner-operator, the real Clements Construction, and roofing. Call Mike Clements at 951-2033. Matrix Tool and Machine, Bob Restoration Home, Menor Family Foods, Forenza Stone, and our good buddy, Mike Germano.
Menor's going to start off with Trubisky, Tatarunas, Kriz, Koski, and Korsak. Lambert, Bothwell, McQueen, Owens, and Williams for Cornerstone. Menor with a 71-66 lead to start the ball, and starts with the ball in the fourth quarter. Trubisky inbounds to Kriz, gets it back to Trubisky. Got to watch out for that 5th foul. Coming up against Lambert over the timeline. Got a pick by Tatarunas, left wing, gives left corner to Koski. Back out to Trubisky. Trubisky with Lambert on him, top of the key. Another pick by Tatarunas. Trubisky drives right wing, right corner to Korsak, drives the right side. Out of bounds. Dribble that ball on the line, going over to Cornerstone with 7:41 in the game. Williams is going to inbound against a full court press. Gets it into Bothwell, and we got a pushing foul on Koski. And once again, Bothwell going to the line.
Koski picking up his 3rd foul. 19 foul. Next, John, is double bonus.
And Bothwell will shoot the 1-on-1. Looking for, I believe, his 29th point here, Charlie. Puts the first one up. Got it. 71-67. Menor with 7:40 left. Bothwell looking for point number 30. Sights it, shoots it off the rim. Rebound, Trubisky. He's bringing it up against Lambert. Brings it across the timeline. Lambert playing tight on him. Trubisky drives right, steps back. 3-point shot off the rim. Rebound, Bothwell. Bring it up court to McQueen. McQueen drives, puts the ball up over Kriz, no good. Rebound, Trubisky. Out front to Korsak. Korsak out in front of the pack. Puts up the layup. It's good. 73-67. Menor. Bothwell, McQueen on the right wing puts up a long 3. Got it. 73-70 with 7 minutes to play in the fourth. Trubisky bringing it up against Lambert. Action-packed ball game. Trubisky drives on the right wing, gets it out front to Kriz. Kriz, left wing to Koski. Koski holds, dribbles top of the key, right side to Trubisky. On the right wing against Lambert. Tatarunas sets a pick. Trubisky drives the lane, stops in the middle, out to Koski. Left wing 3, off the rim and out. Rebound, Trey Williams. He's going to bring it up against Korsak. Across the timeline on the right side. Williams to the center. Brings it out front. Backs it out. Left side. Over the 3. Gets it over to McQueen. McQueen way out front. Gets to Lambert. Lambert brings it top of the key. Trubisky on Lambert. Lambert dribbles.
73-70.
Right side to Bothwell. Puts up the 3. Got it! High ball game with 6:10 to go. Menor inbounds. Korsak brings it up. Pick on Tatarunas. Brings it up, drives the lane, right side, kicks it in the corner to Koski. Right side 3, no good. Rebound, Cornerstone. Williams is bringing it up. Comes across the timeline in the center. Up front to Lambert. Lambert goes up, and he got it. 75-73 Cornerstone with 5:50. Menor brings it up. Korsak comes across the timeline on the right side. Dribbles into the middle. Out 3-point line outside. Gets to Tatarunas. Drives the lane. Koski on the right side. Blocked. Tatarunas blocked again. Tatarunas with the rebound. Puts it up. Got it. And a foul. Tatarunas got 2 rebounds. Put it in to tie the game. And picked up the foul on Bothwell.
John, that back-to-back watch was incredible.
Tatarunas will go to the line for 1. Menor trying to grab the lead back.
75 all.
5:38 to go in the game. Tatarunas dribbles, looks, puts it up, and he's got it. 76-75. Menor. Blessing is coming back in for Koski. And Trey Williams will inbound underneath the Menor basket. Gets it into Bothwell. Bothwell coming up against Blessing. Clear out, brings it across the timeline. In the middle. He dribbles on the left side, top of the key, dribbles on the left wing. Comes back out, puts it out to Williams. Williams on the point against Trubisky. Pick right side. Williams on the right side, dribbles into the lane. Up against Trubisky, puts it up, and he got it. 77-76, Patriots. 5 minutes to go. Korsak brings it across the timeline against Williams. Korsak dribbles to the left side on the left wing, drives the lane, puts up the shot, it's blocked. Off the board. And we got a
Tatarunas the right place at
Tatarunas
the right time.
Picked up the rebound off of what looked like a goaltending, Charlie, because the ball hit off the board and then it was blocked. But Tatarunas got the rebound, put it back up, got the foul. So that puts Menor back up, 78-77. Wheeler comes back in for Lambert for Cornerstone. Tatarunas is going to try to put Menor up too with 5 minutes exactly to go. Tatarunas puts it up, and no good. Rebound, Owens for Cornerstone. He gets the ball. Tatarunas steals the ball underneath the basket, goes up, put it in, but he got an offensive foul.
Oh boy.
Offensive foul on Tatarunas, and I think what bought that, Charlie, was he put his shoulder down. I don't know that the Cornerstone guy had position, but Tatarunas put the shoulder down and drew the foul.
You know, that's his fourth foul, so there's two out there with 4 fouls. With only, there's still 4:54 left in this game.
Menor up 78-77, inbound to Bothwell. Bothwell's coming up against Blessing. Comes over the timeline, Blessing checks him. Bothwell drives all the way down. Contact, no foul, rebound Menor. Korsak in the backcourt with Williams on him. Korsak brings it across the timeline on the right side, dribbles into the middle, foul line, kicks it out. Left corner to Blessing, puts up a 3 air ball. Rebound McQueen, he's bringing it down. Comes across the timeline, you got 3 guys on him. Struggle for the ball, gets a pass over to Wheeler. Wheeler's got it, dribbles on the right side. And we got a timeout called by Cornerstone on the bench. We're at 78-77, Menor with 4:20 to play on a full timeout. Had he not called that timeout, Charlie, it looked like Wheeler was going to drive the lane for the basket.
Or easy basket. We are Integrity Radio, 101.5 FM, 1330 AM, coast to coast, and around the world on WINTradio.com. John, what a game.
And the key to this quarter, in my view, is Tatarunas has been active on the boards, made a couple of steals, got a couple of rebounds, had the opportunity for a couple of three-point plays, but on that last rebound, ducked his shoulder down, picked up that 4th foul, so that gives him 4, and that gives Trubisky 4. And it looks like Blessing is getting some attention on the Menor bench for a cut near his eye, so he's going to the locker room. Menor will come out with Trubisky, Korsak, Zalba, Kriz, and Tatarunas. So we got the 2 guys with 4 fouls out on the floor for Menor.
Blessing going to the locker room, a very good defensive player for the Cardinals. They'll be missing him.
Patriots will come back with Wheeler, McQueen, Owens, Bothwell, and Trey Williams. And Bothwell's going to inbound on the right side, just over half court. 4:20 to play. Menor up 78.
Player of the year last year, number 3,
77. Bothwell gets into Williams on the right corner. Williams on Kriz, drives past him, puts the ball up, no good. Rebound Tatarunas. Gets it out to Trubisky. Trubisky coming up against Wheeler. Comes across the timeline, straight out front. Picked by Tatarunas. Trubisky on the right wing. Right corner to Zalba, out front to Tatarunas. Left wing to Kriz, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound Korsak in the corner, and a foul on McQueen. Which puts Menor.
Jack Korsak, a 77% shooter, and he'll go to the line. 4-minute mark.
And Korsak is going to go to the line. And that puts Menor in the bonus from here on out. Cornerstone's in a double bonus. So Korsak will be at the line, left side for a 1-and-1. Puts the first one up and around the rim and out. Rebound McQueen. Bothwell. Bothwell brings it up across the timeline, left side, dribbles down the lane on Corsack, puts it up and got it. 79-78, Menor coming back. Chris all the way down right side, puts the ball up, no good. Rebound. Wheeler brings it across the timeline, knocked away, picked up by Owens. Back out front to Bothwell. Bothwell out front on the left side. Comes across gets it to McQueen on the left wing. McQueen goes up, and we got a travel. McQueen let the ball go in the air. Was the first one to catch it. Koski's coming in for Zalba, and Menor's going to inbound down 1 with 3:29 to go. Koski inbounds Tatarunas, gives it to Trubisky. Trubisky coming up against Wheeler. Brings it across the timeline on the left side. On the left wing, Trubisky dribbles. Gets it to Tatarunas, left wing. Dribbles into the middle on Owens. Stops, 2-footer up and rolls in. 80-79 Menor.
And Tatarunas' 7th point this quarter.
Bothwell at the top of the key. Gets it over to McQueen. McQueen on the right side. Gets it back out front to Bothwell. Bothwell to Korosek on him. Dribbles, takes up a long 3 from the top of the key. No good. Rebound Wheeler. Wheeler for Cornerstone gets it out to Trey Williams. Trey Williams has got it high left. Dribbles in on Kriz. Dribbles a lane. Puts up a 5-footer. Running good. 81-80. Cornerstone. 2:40 to play. Trubisky's going to bring it up against Wheeler.
Wow.
Trubisky brings it across the timeline, picked by Tatarunas. Trubisky drives right, kicks it out to Korsak on the right wing. Korsak top of the key, beyond the 3. Korsak dribbles against Trey Williams. Sets picked by Tatarunas, dribbles the left side, puts up a running right-hander. Good. And a timeout, Menor. 82-81 on a nice, tough runner by Korsak to put Menor back on top by a point with 2:18 to go.
Wow, what a ball game we've got here tonight. Everything it was told that it would be, it is. And there's the score, 82-81. Simply incredible here tonight at Menor Gymnasium.
And from here on out, Cornerstone will shoot 2 on all fouls, and Menor is in the 1-on-1. And Menor will come back with Kriz, Trubisky, Tatarunas, Korsak, and Koski.
It'll be.
And Blessing is back on the bench. Cornerstone will have the ball underneath the Menor basket. They come out with Wheeler, McQueen, Bothwell, Owens, and Trey Williams. And Wheeler will inbound the ball with 2:18 to go in the game. Wheeler looks, gets it into
5-second count.
Bothwell. Bothwell, a Korsak on him. He's going to clear out, bring it up, brings it across the timeline on the left side. Dribbles, left wing, just out beyond the 3. Bothwell backs it out, beyond the arc. Bothwell with Korsak on him. Clear out by Cornerstone. They want him to go 1-on-1. Picked by Trey Williams, switched by Menor. Bothwell puts up a long 3 again, off the back of the rim. Rebound, Tatarunas. He's bringing it down fast to Korsak on the left side. Puts up the lid, got it. 84-81. 1:44 to go. Bothwell brings it down for Cornerstone, drives the lane, puts up in traffic, and we got a foul. And somebody's going to have 5. It's either Trubisky or Tatarunas. And it's Tatarunas. And that's going to do it for Tatarunas. Oh, I'm sorry, that's his 4th. Tatarunas.
We had him for 4 already.
Right. And so Bothwell will be at the line for 2 with Cornerstone down 84-81 with 1:39 to go. Bothwell sights the first one. Got it. 84-82. Zalba comes back in for Koski for Menor. Bothwell over 30 tonight. He's done the bulk of the work for Cornerstone.
1:39 left in this contest.
Bothwell puts up the second, and it's good. 84-83, 1:39 to go. Trubisky's going to bring it up against Wheeler, gets it out to Zalba. Across the timeline, drives the left lane, loses the ball, but gets it back, puts it up, and in. 86-83 Menor with 1:28 to go.
His first 2 points.
Wheeler drives the right lane, puts it up, and got it. 86-85. Long pass down to Chris, streaking down the right side, goes in, got the layup. 88-85. And a timeout once again, Menor, 88-85 Menor, 1:15 to go, and Kriz got loose and was open by 30 feet for an easy layup.
Both Kriz and Zalba, their first 2 points of this quarter, couldn't have come at a more critical time.
Well, and they're doing it, Charlie, without Trubisky contributing on the offensive end, because they relied on him quite a bit during the first 2.5, or not quite 2.5 quarters, because he went out early in the third quarter with his 4th foul. Came back in the 4th, but hasn't been an offensive factor thus far. On the other hand, Bothwell is Mr. Everything for Cornerstone. When he's not putting the ball in the hole, he's dishing it out and giving opportunities to Lambert and to McQueen. So it'll be interesting to see. Menor took that timeout with just over a minute to go, up 3, 1:15 to go, and we'll see what Cornerstone has in mind to try to get this 3-point lead eliminated or at least cut back. Lambert's coming back in. He's a prolific 3-point shooter for Cornerstone, so he's in there for Owens. And Menor's got Zalba, Korsak, Kriz, Trubisky, and Tatarunas. Trubisky and Tatarunas fourth with 4th fouls. Wheeler will inbound underneath the basket, gets it into Bothwell. Bothwell's checked in the backcourt by Korsak, 1:11 to go. Bothwell comes across the timeline, gets it left side to Wheeler. Wheeler out front to Williams. Williams right side McQueen. McQueen top of the key, puts up a 3, in and out. Rebound. Struggle. What do we got? We got a foul.
Going down the other end.
Foul on Cornerstone. That's going to put Tatarunas at the line for a 1-on-1. And the foul is on Wheeler. That's Wheeler's 3rd foul. And now we got Tatarunas at the line for 1-on-1.
Tatarunas with 7 points already this quarter. I got him for 13 for the game.
And picked up a tough rebound on that last possession and drew the foul. Idue is going to come back in for Cornerstone.
Comes in for McQueen.
McQueen's coming out.
They want the big boy in there for a rebound.
Koski comes in for Zalba for Menor.
It'll be a defense-offensive switch here. Tatarunas
for the 1-on-1. Picks up the first one off the back of the rim. Rebound Korsak.
By Korsak.
Dribbles it out front. He's got Wheeler on him. Korsak dribbling. Gets it over on the left side to Koski. Koski holds, looks, drives left wing.
Timeout, Menor.
Timeout, Menor with 42 seconds to go. Menor with the 3-point lead and a monster rebound by Korsak.
Wow. I want to remind everybody tonight that Mondays with Malta program brought to you by Pepco Jack Corky, Clements Construction, Mike Clements, the real Clements rookie, Matrix Tool Machine, Rich Wilson, the Broderick Racing Home, Menor Family Foods, Forenza Stone, and Mike Germano for Judge. Well, John?
And if the game will continue
past 9 o'clock.
And it will?
Yes, we will. We will be past 9 o'clock.
All right.
And this is the first for Mondays with Malta, and we appreciate it. Alan Parrish and Ron Samich back at the station, turning the dials, listen intently, and this incredible game brought to you by WINT.
Trubisky to inbound on the left side. Gets to Korsak. Korsak out front, double team. Gets it over to Trubisky. Trubisky inside to Kriz. Brings it back out on the right side.
He didn't do it.
Kriz gets it over to Trubisky on the left side. And we got a foul on McQueen.
He had to do it.
With 29 seconds to go, that's going to put Trubisky, good foul shooter, at the line for a 1-on-1.
88-85.
And I think this could be Trubisky's first, if successful, score in the second half, and he gets the first one.
It is. And only the second time at the foul line.
That puts Menor up 89-85. Trubisky looking to make it a 5-point lead. He sets it, sights it, and he got it.
5-point lead.
90-85. 28 seconds to go. Bothwell brings it up. Dribbles in the right side, takes it to the hole, and got it, and a foul.
You're listening to Integrity Radio, WINT, 1330 AM, 101.5 FM, Willoughby, Cleveland.
Well, it's got to be around 35 points. We got Owens coming in for Lambert for Cornerstone.
It'll be an offense-defensive thing there, too.
Bothwell trying to complete the three-point play to bring Cornerstone within 2. Puts it up, and he's got it. And we got a timeout. Cornerstone, 30-second timeout. We got Metter with a 90-88 lead with 22 seconds left. And rest assured, they're going to put on the full-court press and try to draw that turnover. But what they got to guard against is Kriz. He took from the three-quarter, he streaked on the right side for Metter, and nobody near him. So that got away from him. I'm sure that Coach Sell is talking about that.
We are Integrity Radio, WINT, Willoughby, and Cleveland. What a game here tonight, and we're happy to be able to brought you this game so you can hear it live on Mondays with Malta. Everything we thought it would be. 90-88 with 22 seconds left. Cardinal ball. And
Corsac is going to inbound underneath the Cornerstone basket. Try to get it to Trubisky, I would assume. And they get it out of bounds. Trubisky back into Corsac. He's got the ball, gets it to Kriz. Kriz over to Trubisky. And Trubisky is fouled by Trey Williams. 18 seconds to go. Trubisky going back to the line. And he was just there. And some 2. And now they're in a double bonus, so Trubisky's going to get 2. And the last 2 he shot were nice and easy, so he'll shoot the first one.
And he really playing well.
And he's got it. Nothing but net. Lambert comes in for a Dewey for Cornerstone. He's a good three-point shooter, so they'll try to kick it out, drive the lane and kick it out. Trubisky shoots the second one and off the rim. Rebound, Cornerstone. Williams is fouled by Trubisky. 91-88 with 15.3 seconds left. And Trubisky has just picked up his 5th personal foul. So Zalbo will come in for Trubisky. And Wheeler's going to shoot 2. They're in the double bonus.
Zalbo's picked up a big basket in this quarter, so he can handle the pressure.
Wheeler, line right, dribbles, sights it, shoots it, and he's got it. Nothing but that. 91-89. Owens comes in for Bothwell. And Wheeler will try to cut the lead to 1. He sets, shoots, and he's got it again. 91-90 with 15-3 to go. Koski takes the ball out of bounds underneath the Cornerstone basket, and was running out of time. Called a timeout.
Mind everybody, next Monday night we'll be live at Happy Moose for our District Wrestling Qualifying Show. All the District Wrestling Qualifiers in Northeast Ohio will be on our show next Monday night. Guy Ternetti, Keith Manos co-hosting the show. That's next Monday night at the Happy Moose. Well, John, everything you expected?
Well, and then some. 91-90. 15.3 left. Trubisky is gone. He just fouled out on that last foul on Wheeler, against Wheeler. So they're going to have to go without him. And it'll be interesting to see who Cornerstone puts in. They've been putting Idue in on the defensive end.
You know, and no matter what happens, we're going to see a foul, and then possibly 2 made free throws. But we've seen Bothwell make some threes way outside the ring. So we'll have to wait and see. It's going to be really, really exciting.
So Koski's going to take it out underneath the basket. Full court press. McQueen is deep. Koski gets it into Korsak, and he's fouled immediately by Trey Williams. So with 14.2 seconds left, one of your best foul shooters is going to go to the line for 2. But that's kind of what it's down to. Cornerstone has to foul to buy that time.
Jack nearing 30 points himself.
And Bothwell comes back in for Korsak. 2 shots. Puts the first one up, on the rim and in. Korsak is going to try to extend this to a 3-point lead and force Cornerstone to take the 3. Korsak puts the shot up off the back of the rim. Rebound Owens. Owens gets it to Bothwell. 92-90, 10 seconds left. Bothwell across the timeline. Korsak on him, top of the key. Puts up a long 3, off the rim and out. Rebound Zalba. And we got a jump ball, 2.3 seconds to go. And the possession arrow goes to Cornerstone. 2.3 seconds left. 2-point lead. Blessing comes back in for Menor.
They do have one timeout left.
Cornerstone's going to take their full timeout.
Oh, my.
So they got a 92-90 Cardinal lead. 2.3 seconds left.
John.
Cornerstone is going to inbound just to the left of the foul lane. So they'll have the ball down there, and they just need a 2. They need to get in overtime. Bothwell took the 3. Didn't need to take the 3, but he took it. Why not? He had a good look, and he's been hitting the ball, so not a bad shot for him to take. And then we had a scramble on the rebound and a quick whistle on the jump ball, but that's what it is. So Cornerstone, by virtue of the possession arrow, is going to have this opportunity to at least tie the game to put it in overtime. Menor's got Koski. They got the big guy in there, Tatarunas, Korsak, and Blessing. So Menor brings the 6'9 guy in, Xavier Cheek. And we'll see if he tries to clog the lane in there. Lambert, McQueen, Idue, Cornerstone's big guy. Wheeler's going to inbounds. And Bothwell. Nobody on the ball. Interesting.
Watch Bothwell.
Wheeler inbounds the ball. He gets it into McQueen. McQueen dribbles, puts up the run, and it's blocked by Cheek. And that's the ball game. McQueen made a nice move in the lane, pump faked, got Cheek up in the air, went up on his right, put the ball up, but Cheek recovered and made a nice block. Good opportunity for Cornerstone, just a great play by Xavier Cheek for Menor. So Menor holds on for a 92-90 victory here at Menor Gymnasium.
What a game here tonight. What a game. And I'll tell you, Cornerstone Christian Academy, everything that we heard they are, and good luck to them as they go for their quest of their back-to-back title. And Menor Cardinals, they're clutch, John. They play some good basketball, and they've got, he's got 8-9 guys he can go to, Coach K, and in the fourth quarter, those guys came through.
Well, I'll tell you, Menor got down quick right off the bat. They got down 10 or 12 points right at the beginning, but they never changed their game plan. They press, they shoot, they run, and they play great defense. So a tremendous game all the way around by both squads. Thanks to Glenn Foley and our good friend Alan Parrish, and we appreciate the extension of the Mondays with Malta 2-hour show to 9:08, and we appreciate it. The program brought to you by Pepco, Clements Construction, Matrix Tool Machine, DeBrow Extraction, Home Menor Family Food, Forenza Stone, and Mike Germano for Judge. We'll see you next Monday night. Bye for now. Again, 92-90, the Menor Cardinals upending the Cornerstone Christian Academy Patriots. Good night for now.
You're listening to Integrity Radio, WINT, 1330 AM, 101.5 FM, Willoughby, Cleveland.